Hey, you got time for a beer? I know I do. Welcome to my show. My name's Jake. It's Thursday, which means I got a new beer here for you. I mean, it's a cider, but it's new. Don't forget you can find me at tubajake_69 on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Tell me your stories. I like to hear them. I like to tell them. I'll tell your story if you want. If you don't, that's fine. I might tell it as my story. Anyway, I might tell it just as a friend said it. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that other people can see this, because the more you like, comment, and subscribe, the more people get to see it. The beer I've got for you today, it's really a cider. It's called Grand Cherry from Blake's Hard Cider Company. They're out of Armada. That's over in the thumb of Michigan, in case you're wondering. It's an 8.5% alcohol by volume. This should be pretty good. I like cherries. Let's get this going. So it's an apple wine, really, because, I mean, 8.5%, it's wine. Made from fruit, it's wine. Kind of hoping for a little bit of a red tinge to it. I guess it's more copper than what you'd usually get out of a regular cider. So I'm guessing there was at least a little bit of cherry stuff in there. Should be smooth and delicious, because apples and cherries go very well together. It smells like cough syrup. I'm not gonna lie, it does. It's probably gonna be decent. I like the taste of most cough syrups, especially the cherry kind. So let's see what it actually tastes like. Not cough syrup. It tastes like cider. It's sweet. A sweet cider, which, that's fine. Those are good too. I like them a little bit more dry, but it tastes good. No head on this. That's probably also a good thing, because, you know, cider. There shouldn't be any proteins in that, which is a thing that you get with beer, which is why the head forms. All the sticky from this is actual sugar, so it doesn't take extra anything to get it to ferment. Because that's why you have to use malted barley. If you just put barley in, that's going to be a completely different thing. It's got to have started growing and then dry it out and shut that down, and then all of the starch that was in there is converted into sugar because of the malting process, because that's what it needs to grow, because that's how botany works. Is there a beer, or cider for that matter, that this reminds me of? Always like to go back to Cellarman's for cider comparisons, but this doesn't remind me of anything that I really had there. If you had the El Chavo, I think that's also a Blake's thing. El Chavo, a little bit of the flannel mouth. This one's a little bit more crisp than that. El Chavo without the heat. This guy right here, pretty good. I like it. I could drink a couple of these, but I think only probably a couple, because 8.5%, it's kind of hard. Does this remind me of a story? I don't think I've actually told this one before. Okay, so it's the Grand Cherry thing. It reminds me of the Grand Hotel, which is kind of a cool thing. I worked as a Boy Scout, so I volunteered, which means I paid money to go up and stay on the island for a week, or my parents paid money to go up and stay on the island for a week. And it was a really good time. Well, with the troop out of Lansing, called themselves the Governor's Own, which, I mean, that's pretty cool. Troop 111. It's a good time. Got really good view. I got really good views of the golf course and the bridge, because the second year that I was there, I got to be at the governor's mansion, which is a really neat place if you ever get to go. I'm sure that I went through the governor's mansion at some point, but really I spent the entire day on the porch. Which you would think, oh man, that must have been super nice because you get to sit there. I did not get to sit there. Pretty much what I got to do was stand there at parade rest, hands behind my back, legs spread apart, and, you know, knees flexed so that I don't pass out. I didn't pass out. But I was there like pretty much the whole day. Got there about 10 maybe, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, and I didn't leave until like 5 o'clock. It was a long day. And mostly I took pictures because it's a really pretty spot to have your picture taken. It was kind of neat. My best friend from high school came up with his family for the week. I'm not sure how long they were there, but I got to see them. Neat thing about his mom, she actually went to college on the island, which I didn't know until after I had been there, but I thought that was kind of neat. But I took their picture. So someplace there's a picture of them, me with them, I think too, at that spot on the porch. It was really neat. So yeah, lots of picture taking. I remember feeling very sunburned at the end of the day because it faces pretty much straight west. And from about, what was it, about 3 probably? 3 till 5, it was sun right directly in my face. And I couldn't go anywhere because that's where I'm supposed to be. They said stand there, I stand there. It was a lot of fun. I actually used to work at the Beaumont Memorial that they have there. I mean, pretty much this Beaumont dude healed up a guy's stomach so that it didn't leak. Or not even so that it did leak, actually. To figure out how digestion worked. It was kind of neat, I thought. But also, I mean, I didn't really get to go in and see anything all that much. It was standing out in the sun for 4 hours a day or so. And then I got to hang around on the island. It was a good time. Anyway, I've got a quote for you. This one is from George Harrison. He's one of those Beatle guys. He said, in a song, I believe, "All the world is birthday cake, so take a piece, but not too much." Life's great. Everything in the world, great. But you can only just have your little piece if you really want to enjoy it. I mean, you can enjoy little bits of everything, which I kind of like doing, but also, that little piece, it's what you get. And it's great, because birthday cake, it's awesome. Anyway, don't forget, you can find me on Untapped, YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram, all at TubaJake_69. Tell me your stories. I like to tell them. I like to hear them. Hopefully you'll tell me yours, and I can tell it. It'd be cool, right? Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe so that other people get to see this, hear this. Because I like it when people hear this, see this, and tell me, please do. I like that too. Makes me feel like a minor celebrity. Thanks, Brett. Anyway, that's all I got. I'll see you next time when you got time for a beer.